Hey guys, how are ya? Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Steven. It is 7:50 in the evening. It's Friday, August 4th. I'm great. How are you? I am feeling so spectacular. I don't know the last time I felt so relaxed and peaceful and centered. It's absolutely spectacular. I don't know if I've ever achieved this level of with drugs or alcohol. That might be a lie. But I feel amazing. It's so great. And it's getting dark out, so I'm sorry. I don't want to put this light on. It's awful. But how did I get here? How did I achieve this zen-ness that I feel right now? I took some time off. Oh my God, it's so good. I have been stressed. I've been stressed. I had Buddy going to the vet, the car tire, the car windshield being replaced, the air conditioner, and all of that. On top of summer flying. Summer flying, I haven't complained about it because it really hasn't been a constant problem, but it becomes like this low-level migraine that just never seems to stop. Like if you're a flight attendant, summer flying can be a lot. Passengers are at their worst. We're at our highest in terms of capacity. People are stressed. There's delays, all sorts of stuff that happens every summer, but still surprises people for some reason. And lately I've had a rash of passengers who have scheduled a 30-minute, sit between two flights, and then they get upset with me. Summer flying has been a lot. I know I had a video a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, titled something like, I think I need a break, or I think I need some time off, or I forget what I said, but oh my goodness. So, with the air conditioner, I had to call out sick. I had a trip. I couldn't go on that trip without having the air conditioning secured and done so my cats would be okay. I couldn't leave him alone in a house that was 100 degrees, right, for 3 or 4 days. So I called out sick for that trip. Then I had, I think 2 days off before my next trip. And this trip was a bad trip. It's a bad LSD trip from the 70s. It was a bad trip. I don't remember the exact nature of it, but it was a red-eye to Newark, which is fine, with a short layover, like a 12-hour layover. Then the next flight was to Fort Lauderdale with a 4-hour sit. 3 hours and 58 minutes, because at 4 hours, crew scheduling was supposed to get us a day room, but they schedule it for 3 hours and 58 minutes, so they don't have to get us a day room. And then I think I had to fly to Philly from there. And then the next day was Philly, Cancun, back to Philly. Just a double serving of things I don't want to do. I don't like international trips. I don't like going through customs. I don't like declaring my Kool-Aid. I just hate internationals. I avoid them at all costs. Even Cancun. It's easy. I just hate it. And then we know how I feel about Philadelphia. It's the airport. It's not the people of Philadelphia. But if you have to agree, the Philadelphia airport and the sensations that it inspires are just toxic. And I just can't do Philadelphia flights. The airport itself just stirs people up into bad energy. So I just can't do that. And I forget what the last day was, but it was also long. It was a 26-hour credit 4-day. I know. Those are like unicorns in my airline. We don't have 26-hour 4 days. And it started with a red eye. So, it's a long 4-day trip. So I decided I don't want to do that. I can't. I can't. But I can't afford to just drop the trip entirely either, because there's nothing on open time. So I remembered I have float. So at 5 years in my airline, for me, it had to be 6 because I started into my whatever. But I get 3 weeks of vacation time. So we can bid for all 3 weeks to be scheduled. We can also bid for 2 weeks to be scheduled, and then take the other week, the last week, as float vacation. And that is it 28 hours? I forget exactly how many hours. I think it's 28 hours. That float vacation I can apply towards any trip I don't want to go on. And I figured out, you know what? I'm gonna have a week of vacation the first week of September, and then I think the first week of October. I think I have vacation. And then I don't need vacation in November, December. And then I get to bid again for vacation for next year. So why don't I just use that float for this damn trip I don't want to work? So I did that. I dropped the trip. If you work for my company, you just go into drop, type of drop, VFL, click, and you're done. And it was approved. So I called out sick for that last trip. I had a couple of days off, and then I had these 4 days off. The trip started officially yesterday, and I think I've got a day off. I forget, but what that equals was like 8 or 9, 10 days off in a row. Oh my God, it's been amazing. I think I am gonna have to put that light on. Yeah. So yeah, I have all this time off. It is absolutely amazing. I've been sleeping until like 10 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock in the morning. I'll give the cats their treats, and sometimes I'll turn over and take another little nap. I mean, it's been sumptuous. It's been amazing. I would ideally like to, this is a fantasy, and I might do it on one of my vacation weeks. I might, but really right now I didn't feel comfortable spending the money. But ideally I was thinking about renting a car, flying up to Portland or Seattle, wherever, and then driving over, renting a car and going over to see the Redwoods or something. That is something I would really like to do. I've never done anything like that, and I think that would be fantastic. And you know, I don't do things like that. I don't travel much on my days off. I like to stay home. I would like to have done that in this trip, but spending that money on the air conditioner is still so fresh and so raw on my spirit that I can't do something like that right now. Maybe next month or the month after I'll do something like that. I went to see the Barbie movie. Oh my goodness. I loved that movie, and oh my God, I hated that movie. So I loved the messaging was fantastic. I can see why a lot of men are confused and didn't like it, but I do appreciate it 100%. Loved it, especially that part where I think she wins the Nobel, one of the Barbies wins a Nobel Peace Prize or something, and she says, "Thank you, I earned this. I worked hard and I earned it," rather than thanking everybody for whatever. It was an amazing movie. The costuming, the accessories, everything was amazing. Ryan Gosling's body is so amazing. I mean, even his calves, every inch of his body was sculpted to look better than a Barbie, a Ken doll. But that hair, really, that hair made him look like he was 60. And I don't think it was necessary. They could have kept him brown, but and what else? There's a bunch of things I didn't like about the movie, but I did love it at the same time. I found a movie theater nearby my house that has a matinee for $5, so that's where I saw Barbie for $5. Loved it. I came right over to Walmart because I wanted to buy Ken doll. But they only had one. He was dressed like a soccer player, and there were no clothes for Ken, so I didn't buy him. That's all I've listed 4, 5. I'm disappointed with myself to a degree. Not really. I've listed 4 or 5 items on eBay. I meant to list a whole bunch more, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I was just having such a nice time relaxing. I've been cleaning a little bit as well. My house is a mess. So I've been doing some cleaning and a little bit of chores, doing some laundry. It's been so nice. And the days just pass like this. I don't know how 24 hours can go by so fast, but suddenly it's been like a week. All I've done was list a handful of things on eBay and see a Barbie movie. But one of those neckties I listed today, I listed like 3 or 4 neckties. One of those neckties was an unspeakably gorgeous Zegna necktie. It was, I forget the particular, it starts with a C. It was a spectacularly gorgeous necktie. And it retails for like $285, $300 new. And it's in perfect condition. I listed it for $125, thinking, oh, that's probably, it sold within 10 minutes. Click. So I'm here at Walmart in the parking lot talking to you for a moment. I have to buy some tissue paper so I can wrap up this necktie and hopefully the others that will sell shortly. And I need to buy some more cat treats because I don't think I get any more for a week from Amazon. So I'm at Walmart, going to spend some of that $125. Oh, and lastly, you've been watching this for 11 minutes. I have been blessed. I have been blessed countless times. And, there's 2 things, I guess. Something that I have realized before I've taken this time off is I was suffering a hangover. Not that type of hangover. I was experiencing a hangover. And the day that I swapped this trip, I dropped this trip for float vacation. The day that I did it, I was sitting in my car with my hands at 10 and 2 in traffic because they're repaving the Las Vegas Strip for the Formula One race, which I could not care less. But I was stuck in traffic. We were stuck. I don't know how long, enough that I literally, because the week had been very stressful, I tilted my head back and I just screamed. Have you ever done that? It feels good. And then it's bad because it was not good. It was very satisfying. I screamed. And then I took that float vacation. That was the inspiration for me to take time off. I had just hit a point where my whole body was so stressed, and I had been trying to be grateful. I have been trying to be grateful and find silver linings over the past few weeks where I've been stressed. I've been trying to see how lucky I am. My life is amazing, but it was like poke, right? That's security driving by wondering, why is that guy talking to himself in the car? I've been suffering a hangover, a gratitude hangover. I've just been so tired of trying to be grateful, trying to be positive, and trying to look for the best part, and trying to see how good my life is, and not to. And honestly, it's really tiring. It's exhausting. How does the Dalai Lama do it? But I've just been exhausted, and I think I had like a gratitude hangover. And so after swapping this trip for float, and then just sleeping for a couple of days, I just things are easier to put in perspective when I have the time, and it's been very nice. It's been very nice. And lastly, I don't think he watches my videos, but a friend of mine, I won't say his name because he'd be upset if I did. A good friend of mine, a good lifelong friend of mine that I treasure deeply. I've mentioned his name a few times in the past few weeks. Has been blessed in life. He is blessed financially and physically. He's gorgeous, but he's super intelligent. He's got an amazing career, and he is truly financially, there is no doubt he has been blessed. He keeps telling me that I should start a GoFundMe for my air conditioner, and I said I can't. Like, it feels like begging for money for something as silly as an air conditioner, which is my responsibility in life. This is my responsibility, nobody else's. And it's like I could have gone with the cheaper one, $12,000, but so the monthly payment I can handle. I just have to work a little bit. That's all, you know. But he's like, please let me help you. I'm like, I don't want to start a GoFundMe. I don't. This is not something I want to do. I feel awkward, like to the nth level degree. And so he PayPal'd me $750. I accepted it because I want to put that towards my air conditioner, but also truly, he has been blessed in life, and this is a blessing he's trying to pass on to me. So I'm trying to receive it with grace, and I did. So I'm going to put that towards my first bill when I get it, is going to go right towards that. One of my subscribers, who I will not mention their name either, because they are very, very kind and very sweet and very nice and always say nice things, also PayPal'd me $200. The minute I saw that email, I went right back to PayPal and sent it back to him, because it's a lot. And I believe he's going to training as a flight attendant. He's going to need that. He's going to need that money a hell of a lot more than I am. So I sent that back to him ASAP with a little thank you note. But it was incredibly kind. But he's not going to be in a financial position to be throwing $200 at me, you know. So blah, blah, blah. I've been talking now for just over 16 minutes. It's getting very hot in this car. I'm going to stop in Walmart, get some cat treats and some tissue paper so I can wrap up that tie tomorrow, get it in the mail. And there you go. That's a little catch up with Steven, let you know what's going on with me, because you may not see me again for another week or so, unless something happens. All right. That's it. So I will talk to you guys later. Fly safe. Bye. It's getting dark out too.